So that means anyone who has food, anyone who has anything to drink, please put it away. Doesn't matter if it's urban, if it's candy, if it's chips, please put it away. And please make sure that if you have anything that you finished, that you do not leave your garbage behind, la samahtu. Very, very often we find a lot of the leftover garbage, so please make sure you take it with you. Yes. Anybody else want to go? Hold on, why are you so far back? This Miss Sully, we have all these empty benches. ولقيته بقى يعني أبعد أماكن يعني. Come closer. It feels better? Oh, that's good to know. Come on, come closer. Come closer, come closer, friends. Come closer, don't be shy. Girls, come closer. Look at all these empty benches. Come closer, come closer. Come closer, come closer. Nobody's gonna bite you, nobody cares. Yes. Anyone 5th grade in here?
They all went upstairs. Mina,
Take the rest. Take the rest. Anyone who used to be in 5th grade that you Huh? Yeah, come teach. No, come teach. All right, please move forward, guys. Please. Don't make me beg. Law samahtu. Please move forward. Guys, please don't make me beg. Okay, bye. Guys, please move up. Please move up, law samahtu. Please. She moved 2 benches. Come on, girls. If I'm saying it to the boys, I gotta be fair and I gotta say it to the girls. So please move up, law samahtu. Don't make me beg. I'm asking super nicely, very respectfully.
I can't get up again.
لا بجد. يا عيني. طب بصي أنا ممكن أجي أساعدك. And you know, like in the Bible, do you remember the person who was paralyzed and his friends brought him to Jesus on like that bed, and he said, because of your faith you've been cured, and because of your friends. So I can be that friend for you, Loaiza. So you can pick and choose. I can either lift you up or you can lift yourself up. I know, it's such a hassle, but I promise you I bother you less the closer you are to me. Come on. Nobody's gonna bother you. Nobody's even gonna look at you. I'm glad that you're good here. You'll be better up there, please. I'm making the boys move. I'm doing it to the girls too. Please. Come on, please. It's like 5 of you. Please. No one's gonna bother you. Law samahti. I know, I'm so evil. I'm so mean. I know. I hate me too. Malish. Samhini. Come on. I did it to the girls. I gotta be fair. Okay, look, I have a screen right there. You can't see up there? Malish, but you'll see very well when you sit that chair right there. There's a chair right there. Come on. I did it to the girls. I have to be fair. Come on. Huh? Okay, so this last bench, don't go past it. Thank you. This is the last bench, literally, right here. Last bench. We're filling up the rows before everyone tries to go to the end of the church. Okay? Awesome. Thank you so much. You guys are awesome. Maybe he wants to have a friend. Turn around. Pay attention. God's in front of you. Pay attention to God. That's my last bench. Yes, that's my last bench. So this row and forward. I know. أنا متعبة قوي. أنا عارفة. سامحوني. Okay. Now we can start. I'm so excited, friends. What did we? Oh, I heard about that retreat. We did half the rest of the and we picked up a little bit with Snake Night. So, خينفران مفيوت نم بشيري نم بيبنف ما إف أواب أونوتي إن أوت. Okay, I'm really happy I know how to say it. Now say it with me this time. Cool? خينفران مفيوت نم بشيري. What does that mean again? It's important to know what you're saying, right? You shouldn't just say things because people tell you to say things. before you walk further, they're the last row. You see where they're sitting? You see where they're sitting? They're the last row. So please don't go past them, لو سمحت. لو سمحتوا. Don't worry about him. Leave him alone. Okay. So I wanted to take a break a little bit from the Alhan competition. What we're going to be doing moving forward is anyone who's interested in participating in the Alhan competition, we're going to shift you all in one room together so that it is just specialized and focused specifically on the Alhan competition. That will happen next week, inshallah. I believe anyone who's interested has already given me their name and their information, so you should be good to go. If anyone has not given me their information and they're interested in participating this year, please let me know so I can add your name to the list. Oh, is he in Egypt? Yeah, you can give it to me after. Please don't forget though, okay? So I wanted to take a moment today and just kind of go through Shashf and soap. So we have a fast coming up soon, right? Anybody know what that fast is for? Saint Mary, yes, Saint Mary's fast. So is this a sad fast or is this a fast for glorification? It's for what? Glorification. So all of the hymns, a lot of the praises that we say, all are praising Saint Mary. So one of the biggest ones that we say, and we say it also in Tasbihah every single week, is Shashf and soap. Have you guys heard of Shashf and soap before?
I've heard about it.
You've heard about it, but you don't know how to say it? Beautiful. That's my job today. Meshi?
Didn't we do this already?
I don't think we did this already. We did Aikoti. Aikoti and so this is different. Shashfin soap mini different. Okay, so let's start off simple. Ooh, who's my keyboard person today? You're right, last time the girls did have it. Yes, the girls did have it because I had like 1.5 boys last week. But if I give it to you, you can't give it away to anyone else. If you give it away, you lose your privileges. Cool? Here you go. Okay. So, that first symbol that we see, what is that? Is that a number or is that a letter? Number. All right, what number is that? Yeah, you're right. It says 8. صح فعلا. Which translation are you looking at? Yeah. That one, right? Saban, of course. Very good. All right, so how do we say it? Shash. What's the next word? What is it? And soap. What's the next word? Shashf and soap and mini. Please repeat. Shashf and soap and mini. Next word. How do we read that? Well, that's one word together. Ebul khain. Beautiful. Next word. Is anyone lost? Is anyone not following along? No? Everyone's okay? We all know where we are? Yeah? This is the easiest part because we say this all the time مع بعضينا. So we said Ebul khain, and then what's the next word? Bahit. What's the next word? Tirf. Okay, next word. Tina اسمه اللي بعده. Epekron. Next word. Choice اللي بعده. MP. Eptirf. So we'll read through it very quickly. Shashfin soap mini. أنا مش سامعاكم. Shashfin soap mini. Evol khen bahit tirf. Tina اسمه Pekran. Choice and P Tir. Okay, let's put the tune with it now. Shashfin sob mini evol khan bahitir. Do we know that part? Yeah? We've heard it before, right? مش أول مرة نسمعها? Okay, يلا نقول مع بعضينا. 1, 2, 3. شاشفن صوب مني أبل خن باهي تير تينا اسمه أبكران أبشويس ابتير. One more time. ششفن صوب ميني ابل خن باهي تير تينا اسمه ابك رانب choy سمبي ابتير. Can I go faster? Can we go faster? You ask the most يعني blessed questions. That's my answer to you. Okay, we're gonna go a little bit faster this time. 1, 2, 3. Shashvin sobe mini ebon khan bahi tir tina esmo epekarane pshoy sempi. Can we say it by ourselves? 1, 2, 3. Awesome. Next one. How do we read that word? Okay, let's do it differently. What's the last letter in the first word? Yeah, what's the last letter in the first word? Yota. How do you pronounce yota? Huh? Why? You don't know? Is it part of the E family? Okay, thank you. I appreciate it. Stay, feel free. All right, it's part of the E family. So, yota, if it's part of the E family, how do you think we pronounce it? E, okay. So, the two letters in front of them, how do you pronounce those two letters by themselves? The two letters in front of the yota, how do we pronounce them? So you have the E and the epsilon, how do we pronounce that? What is it? No, just the two letters in front of the yota. E and epsilon. When there's an epsilon after an E or an A, what does the epsilon become? A V. So if we have E and an epsilon, how do you pronounce it? Ev. Okay, so how do we read the last three letters now? Ev E. Okay, add on the next letter. We're adding on the May, guys. How do you pronounce that? May. Okay, Mev E. اللي بعده. F Mev E. Add on the next two letters. R F Mev E. Add on the next letter. E, yes. E R F Mev E. And then we add on the alpha, and now what does it become? I R F Mev E. I R F Mev E. Where's my keyboard? Is it working? Beautiful. Oh, go back one. Okay. Next word. How do we read that word? What is it? Empekron. So I R F Mev E Empekron. What's the next word? Oh, whoa, very good. What's the next word? Okay, let's do that one, Bardu. Backwards. So what's the last letter? T. Okay, so add on the next two letters. Omti, add on the next letter. Nomti, add on the next two letters. M nomti, very good. Add on the next letter. Jem nomti, very good. Add on the last two letters. I jem nomti, very good. Owo, I jem nomti. Okay, what's the next word? Epuru, we say that very often throughout the year. What's the next word? What is it? Okay, what are the last two letters in that word? What is it? What are they? On, okay. Add on the next letter with the jinkim. On, okay. Add on the next two letters. Ni on. Add on the next letter, the last letter with the jinkim. And ni on. Very good. What's the next word? It's an abbreviation. What is it? Don't feel, it's okay. Feel comfortable. Welcome. Go back. Okay, so we said, what is it? If naughty, that's the abbreviation. What's the next word? اللي بعده. What is it? Inte. And what's the last word? What is it? Girls, what is it? Thanks, you just heard whatever they said. All right, so I, R, F, مفئي, M, pekran. I can't hear you guys. Hey, listen, if you guys want to talk, I don't mind. Please excuse yourselves and talk outside. Is that okay? لو سمحتوا? If you're here, that means you're not talking. If you would like to have a conversation, I don't mind. Please have that conversation outside. Okay? Is that fair? I'm asking a question. Please respond. To the two people who are having a conversation, who are looking away like I wasn't speaking to you. Please respond. Then please get out. You can either answer my question or you can step outside. Pick one. You missed the question? He's laughing because he's in trouble too, but he's letting you take the heat. He was having that conversation with you, and he's letting you take all the heat right now. Are you going to respond? I can't hear you when you whisper to somebody. You didn't hear the question, Bardo? Is that fair? If you want to have a conversation, step outside. If you stay in here, that means you're staying quiet. Is that fair? Did you hear it this time? Okay, thank you. That means the next time, I'm going to ask someone to kindly remove you from class. Fair? Yes? Please respond. Thank you. Don't waste my time, don't waste their time. Not fair. IRF مبئي ام بكران او و اي جم نومتي اب اورو اني اون اف نوتي انت ني نوتي. Same tune like the first one. IRF مبئي ام بكران او اي جم نومتي اب اورو اني اون اف نوتي انتني نوتي. So try say it with me this time. I'll take it a little bit slower if you need me to. IRF مبئي ام. Say that part with me. 1, 2, 3. IRF مبئي ام بكران او اي جم نومتي اب اورو اني اونف نوتي انتني. One more time. IRF مبئي ام بكران او اي جم نومتي اب اورو اني اونف نوتي انتني. Why are you guys whispering? Stop being so quiet. If I can't hear you, then I didn't hear. There was no question. No. She doesn't need a lawyer. She needs to do what she needs to do is speak up. What do you need? What was that? Yes, تفضلي. Okay, one more time. Please say it nice and loud. We know this. IRF مبئي ام بكران او اي جم نومتي اب اورو اني اونف نوتي انتني. Can we say the first two? Yes? Okay, yalla. 1, 2, 3. ششفن صوب ميني ايفون خان باهي تيرف تينا اسمو ابكران بشوي سمبي. IRF مبئي ام بكران او اي جم نومتي اورو اني Okay, next page, please. first three words. We say these all the time. What are the first three words? What are they? Which means what? Who are we calling on? Jesus Christ. Okay, so Isos be Christos ben noti. What's the next word? What is it? Does that keyboard give me trouble? All right, so let's look at the last two letters. How do we pronounce those last two letters? Os. We'll add on the next letter. Okay, add on the next letter. What is it? Okay, اللي بعده. ثينوس اللي بعده. What is it? اللي بعده. ليثينوس اللي بعده. Beautiful. اللي بعده. ليثينوس, last letter. What is it? Beautiful. Okay, next word. How do we read that? What is it? You guys didn't sound very confident when you said that. What word is it? Okay, beautiful. Fi et of e. What's the next word? What is it? Are you guys waiting for Ivan to say it and then everybody latches on? Is that what it is? You guys know the letters. Read, sound it out. Sound it out one letter at a time, just like we just did. How do we read that word? Et ve. Okay, what's the next word? What is it? Bensoti. Okay, so this last word, what are the last two letters? Os. Okay, add on the next letter. Huh? Kos. All right, next letter. اللي بعده. تيكوس اللي بعده. تيكوس اللي بعده. ما تيكوس اللي بعده. ما تيكوس اللي بعده. Somatikos. Add on the next two letters. What was that? Ersomatikos. And then add on the last two letters. Of ersomatikos. Awesome. Okay, so Isos be Christos ben noti. Pi alithinos. Fi et of e. Et ve pensoti. Of ersomatikos. Same tune we just did for the last two. Isos be Christos ben noti. Fi alithinos. Fi et of e et ve pensoti of ersoma. Okay, one more time now, like we're confident, like the words aren't completely a different language that we haven't gone through.
كسروا الكنيسة كسروا الهيكل what you do انتوا قاعدين على الهيكل بتحركوها بتتكسر what ideas يعني why you move this bench why you move this bench you did I saw you why this is to sit on it not to break it كل حاجة تكسروها
Okay, let's do it with the two now, guys. All right, one more time. 1, 2, 3. Isos be Christos ben noti. Bi alithinos. Bi et of e et ve pensoti of ersoma. Can we go a little bit faster? Yeah? I'm looking at the girls who are ignoring me right now. Can we go faster, girls? No? I got yes and no. It's one or the other. Meshi, I'll pick for you. The answer was yes. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Isos be Christos ben noti. Bi alithinos. Bi et of e et ve pensoti of ersoma. By yourselves. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Next one. The first word. What's the last letter in that first word? What is it? It makes the X sound? So what Coptic letter is close to the X sound? Xe. Okay, very good. Okay, so Xe, if it makes the X sound, what are the two letters before that? Okay, so how do we read the last three letters now? Orex. Very good. Okay, add on the next letter. What is it? Sorex. اللي بعده. Esorex. Okay, next letter? Chi sorex. Very good. And then the last two letters. Of chi sorex. Please repeat. Very good. Okay, next word. How do we read that? Ebol. اللي بعده. خين. اللي بعده. اللي بعده. Okay, so the only word that's a little bit different is of chi sorex. So of chi sorex ebol. خين بي pneuma eth o web. What's the next word? Nem. What's the next word? Did we already have that word? Yes. Nem evol chen. Whose name is next? Okay, how do we say that in Coptic? Maria. Thank you. Nem evol chen Maria. The next word, what are the last two letters in that word? Et. Okay. What's the next letter? Let. اللي بعده. اللي بعده. Shelet. Last letter. T. Shelet. Last word. F. O. Web. So one more time. Afet chisarek sevol. خن بي pneuma eth o web. Nem evol chen Maria. T. Shelet eth o web. Let's add on the two now. Afet chisarek sevol. خن بي pneuma o web. Nem evol chen Maria. Okay, one more time. Now the most important thing you're looking for, you know how we have the same tune for each, do you have a question that's actually going to benefit class?
Yeah. It's like the last word and the last word.
No, it's two separate words. Tishelet et oweb. Okay. So the most important thing, since it's the same tune, you're trying to make sure that you keep with the cadence of the tune, meaning that you're trying to make sure you stay on the correct beat so that you can finish all of the syllables in that paragraph by the time you finish the tune for that paragraph. So you guys notice how we have those two dots after each sentence, after each phrase? Yes or no? Do you guys see it? Or am I crazy? I mean, I'm crazy, but do you guys see it? Beautiful. So that's what you're aiming to make sure that you get all the syllables in by, so that we can keep that nice pace going and we can get all the words in correctly. So let's start again with Afet Chisarex. 1, 2, 3. Afet Chisarex evol chen bi epnev mat oweb nem evol chen mareya tisheletet. You guys want to try it by yourselves? Awesome. 1, 2, 3. Awesome. Can we do these two paragraphs together? Thank you, Ivan. Is he class president? Do you guys let them? Is that why he's the only one who responds to me? Thank you. I'm going to be very sad when you leave me for the third group. Whew, nobody's going to talk to me then. All right. From Isos Bechristos Penoti. 1, 2, 3. Isos Bechristos Penoti. Pi alithinos fi etaf I et vepen of eresoma of et chisarex evol Can we go a little bit faster? Thanks. All right, 1, 2, 3. Isos Christos penoti bi alithos fi etaf I etve ben soti aferesoma afet chisarex tishelet. Beautiful. Next page, please. Okay. So, first word. What's the last letter in that first word? Hori. How do you pronounce hori? What is it? It's an H sound. Okay. So, how do we read the two letters before the hori? On. So, O, Ne, and hori. How do you read O and H? How do we put that together? How do we read it? On. Okay. What's the next letter? What is it? It used to be. I washed it off my face, so it should be up there. I promise. I promise. Okay. So, what are the last four letters? How do we read them? What? Fun. So, what is the next letter? For fun, right? Or no? Am I wrong? What's that letter? How do you pronounce it? Okay, so we have a double F sound, right? Yeah? Okay. Fun? Is that how you pronounce it or no? No? Who thinks it's fun? Who thinks it's for fun? Okay, cool. Why do you think that? Because there's two of them? You know what? I'll take that answer. I'll take it. Okay, what's the last letter? No, what's that last letter? What is it? What sound does alpha make? Okay, so how do we put it all together? Afun. You guys know these letters. Just slow it down. Put the letters together. شبكوها مع بعض. You can read. Just don't doubt yourself. So the first word is what? What is it? Afun. Okay, next word. What's the last letter in that next word? Yota. What sound does it make? Okay. What's the next letter? Add it on. Okay. اللي بعده. اللي بعده. Hivi. The next two letters. And hivi. اللي بعده. Penhivi. Last letter with the jinkim. And penhivi. Okay. Next word. What is it? Nem. Next word. What's that last letter? What is it? Okay. How to pronounce Ganga? Why are you guys whispering? If you whisper, I can't answer you. How do you pronounce Ganga? Are you sure? You're shaking your head no. You're not sure? No? No? Maybe? You didn't say no? Okay, so you said yes? Are you sure? All right, so how do you read the last two letters then? If that's a G, how do you read the last two letters? What is it? Don't eat that today, Nasaimin. Add on the next letter. What is it? You have an H, an E, and a G. How do you pronounce that? Heg, okay? We have another Ganga with an O in front of it. So how do we read that? Og-heg. Og-heg. So add on the next hori. Hog-heg. Okay. What are the first three letters? Pen. So how do we put that together? What is it? Pen, hog, heg. Please repeat. Beautiful. What's the next word? Tirf. اللي بعده. Sound it out. Sound it out. We know it. What is it? What is it? Urashi. What's the next word? What is it? In heat, exactly, but we're sitting in air conditioning, not in heat. Next word, what is it? Are you sure? اللي بعده. What is it? Uthalil. And then what's the last word? Ebtir. Okay, so afun impen hivi. Nem pen hog heg tirf. Urashi and heat. Nem uthalil ebtir. Okay, can we put the tune with it now? You sure? You look like you're so excited to be here. Yani, you're about to bounce off the wall from your enthusiasm. Yani, like parkour. Okay. Afonehim penehidi nem penohog hektir. Let's just do that part. Afonehim penehidi nem penohog heg. One more time. 1, 2, 3. Afonehem. Nem penohog. Urashi enhit nem uthalil ebtir. So, afonehem penhivi. 1, 2, 3. Afonehem penhivi. Nem penohog hektirf urashi enhit nem uthalil. Guys, a little bit louder. A little bit. بس شوية. One more time, a little bit faster. 1, 2, 3. Afonehem penhivi. Nem penohog hektirf by yourselves. 1, 2, 3. Okay, next one. What's that first word? What's the next word? Sorry. What's the first word one more time? What is it one more time? What does modern o'osh translate to in English? What is it? Okay, so when we worship, it says, let us worship him. When we worship, how do we worship? So when we say modern o'osh, what do we do? When we say modern o'osh, what do we do? Sign of the cross. So modern o'osh. Where's the cross, guys? Modern o'osh. What's the next word? Emof اللي بعده. Owo. Okay, the next word. What are the last two letters? Os. What's the next letter? Okay. What are the next two letters? What is it? Emnos. Add on the next letter. Hymnos. Next two letters. Erhymnos اللي بعده. Nerhymnos اللي بعده. What is it? And erhymnos. Add on the next letter. Okay, you know it. Read it. Don't be shy. What is it? Ten erhymnos. Last letter with the jinkim. You guys start off strong. وبعدين بتناموا كده في النص. What's that word? How do we read it now? What, do we get lost بعد enter n? Okay. N, 10, R. And then what's that next letter? What's that next letter? Hori. How do you pronounce Hori? H. Okay. What's after the Hori? Epsilon, which is an E in this situation. What's the next letter? May. So how do you pronounce that letter? Okay, so H-E-M. How do you read that? How do you read it? Okay, so how do we read that word now? N. One more time. Beautiful. Do you have a question? Yes. Okay. The next word, what are the last two letters? How do you pronounce them? What are they? What's the next letter? Mav. Okay, what are the next two letters? F mav. اللي بعده? Tef mav. Last letter with the jinkim. Okay, so marin o oshtem mov. Where is my cross? Where are we worshiping him? Marin o oshtem mov. I saw 2.5 crosses over there. And I think I saw like one over here. Marin o oshtem mov. O wo en ten hymnos. What's the next word? What is it? En tef mav. What's the name after that? Maria. What's the next word? اللي بعده? Beautiful. Okay, so let's try and put the hymn with it now. Okay, good talk, guys. 1, 2, 3. Marin o oshtemov. Where is my cross? One more time. 1, 2, 3. Marin o oshtemov. O en ten erhemnos. بس لغاية هنا. 1, 2, 3. Marin o osht. O en ten Entef mav Maria ticherompi. One more time. From Marin o osht. 1, 2, 3. Marin o osht emov. O enten hemnos. Entef ticherompi. Can we go a little bit faster? Maybe? Maybe it's better than no. All right, 1, 2, 3. Marin o oshtemov. O enten erhem nos entef. Ticherompi. Can we read this whole page now? Okay, 1, 2, 3. Afonehem benehivi nem benohod hektirf orashi nem uthelil barin o oshtemov o entena erhem nos entef ticherompi. Next page, please. Okay. I think this is the last one before we hit the shirines. So let's get through this one. We can hit the shirine and boom, you've known more than half of the hymn. Okay, first word, what is it? Oh, whoa, very good. What's the next word? What is it? Enten osh. What's the next word? Evol. What's the next word? Very simple words. We know these words. What's the next word? U esmi. Please repeat. What's the next word? Enthalil. What are the next 4 words? What is it? That right there is half the hymn. Congratulations. Jesherene Maria. What's the next word? What is it? Ethmab. What's the name after that? Enomenuil. Okay, so let's put the tune with it. 1, 2, 3. O enten o shevol chen u esmi enthalil jesherene Maria etmavin emma. One more time. 1, 2, 3. O enten o shevol chen u esmi enthalil jesherene. Awesome. Next one, please. Okay. Half of this is what? Half of this paragraph is what? Shirine Maria. Did we do this? Did we start in the shirines before? I think we did. I think you're right. You guys remember this? Yeah? She's looking like, I no. How about we try, let's see how far we can get. Because you're right, we did start in the shaders at one point. Stop. All right, let's see how far we can get. 1, 2, 3. شرن ماری صوت آدم بن شرن ماری إثما بن بيما. You guys don't remember it, huh? Malish. Let's go through the words then very quickly. Because I know that you guys can read these words, but we'll refresh. ما فيش مانع. شرن ماري. What's that next word? What's that name اللي بعديها? In Adam. And what's the next word? Benyot. Okay. So شرن ماريا بصوتي إن آدم بنيوت. Okay, those next two letters with the line on top. That is what? What is that? شرن ماريا. It is just the abbreviation for it. So if you see that, that's what it means. So شرن ماريا. What's the next word اللي بعديها? What is it? إثماف. Okay, the next word? What is it? You're right, you're right. Say it, be confident. You're saying it correctly. Say it louder. One person shouldn't be louder than all of these people. MP, ma, M, fort. MP, ma, M, fort. Okay, so شرن ماريا, إثماف, MP, ma, M, fort. نمنا كده بعد شرن ماريا. That's usually what happens if you guys notice in tasbih or anytime we say شرن ماريا, we're all very like شرن ماريا. شرن. We want to avoid that, right? We want to say it loud and proud all together. So we're not just saying it's good to say hail to you, Mary, but we also want to say the stuff that's after it because it's just as important. So the next one, we're still on the second شرن. شرن ماريا إثماف. إثماف. What are those next few letters before we go to the next line? What is it? Empima. And then what's the next word on the next line? Emfot. So شرن ماريا إثماف empima emfot. Please repeat. Okay, beautiful. شرن ماريا. What's that next word? What is it? سمعكم? It's crazy because when I stand this way, I go deaf in this ear, but then when I stand this way, I go deaf in this ear. I think there's a problem. مش عارفة what's going on. What's that word one more time? Okay, what's the next name اللي بعديها? What is it? Who is that? And Eva, who is that? Eve. Okay, so the rejoicing of Eve. So شرن ماريا ابتليل and Eva. Okay, شرن ماريا. What's that next word? Eponof. And what's that next word? What is it? Just by looking at it, what word does it slightly resemble in the English? What is it? Generations. So we're saying the rejoicing of Eve, hail to you, O Mary, the joy of all generations. So one more time, شرن ماريا إبونوف إني جنة. Please repeat. All right, can we do it with the tune now? That was enough of a refresher, صح? No? شرن ماريا صوت آدم بنيوت شرن ماريا إثماف إمبيما إمفوت شرن ماريا ابتنيل وشرن إبونوف إنيجنة. That one has a lot of syllables, so we say that one a little bit quicker. So one more time, we'll go a little bit faster. 1, 2, 3. شرن ماريا بصوت آدم بنيوت ابونوفني. Next page. That was two. Yeah, go back one. Thank you. All right. شيريني ماريا. شيريني ماريا. Okay, what's the next word? Efrashi. So, you know how we always say there's some words that sound similar in different languages? Efrashi. What word does that sound close to? What Arabic word does it sound close to? What is it? Efrahi. What does Efrahi mean?
Rejoice.
Yes, thank you. Very good. So what word do you see over there in the English? Joy. So if you're not sure what something means, sometimes the words match up. Sometimes all you have to do is look at the letters, sound it out. It's a lot more similar than you know, guys. So Shirene Maria. Efrashi. What's that next word? What name is that? Abel. Okay, so how do we say it in Coptic? What is it? And Avel, yes. All right, P et me. So Shirene Maria, Efrashi, en Avel, P et me. Shirene Maria. What's that next word? We say it all the time. T Parthenos, and then that next word? And Ta F me. Please repeat. So Shirene Maria. T Parthenos. And Ta F me. Shirene Maria. F no hem. What's that next name? What's that next name? Noah. How do we say Noah in Coptic? En Noah. Shirene Maria. T at Tholeb. En Semne. Okay, so one more time, but I'm going to do it without the Shirene Marias because I know you guys know it. So for the first one, it's Efrashi en Avel Pi et mi. Ti Parthenos en Ta Ef mi. Ef no hem en Noe. Ti at Tholeb en Semne. All right, so let's try and add the tune to it, okay? 1, 2, 3. Shirene Maria, Efrashin Avel, Bi Ethmi. Shirene Maria, Ti Parthenos en Ta Efmi. Shirene Maria, If no hemen, no. One more time. صحيين ولا لا؟ نمنا؟ ممكن بصوا احنا ممكن actually no. ممكن ننام after like another hour and some change because you guys have Bible study after this. So let's keep going. We're almost done. I promise we're almost done for today. Huh? I'm not sure actually. I'm not sure. It normally is, but it also depends on the priest. Sometimes if the priests say that we're not having it, then they don't have it. We didn't have it last month. So that's why I'm not sure. So I don't want to tell you yes or no until I find out for certain. Okay, so let's go back to the tune on this one. 1, 2, 3. Shirene Maria, Efrashin Avel, Bi Ethmi. Shirene Maria, Ti Parthenos en. Shirene Maria, if no hemen, no Shirene Ti atoleben. Okay, so can you go to the next page? page very quickly, please. Okay. We'll pick up from this one next week. So what I want you to do, please, is go all the way back to the beginning of this. Shashvin so. Okay. So what we're going to do is calmly, quietly, we're going to stand up to pray. Hold on. I didn't say do it just yet. Hold on. When we stand up to pray, we're going to draw the sign of the cross. We're going to say it in Coptic together. Then we're going to go into Shashvin Sob, and then we'll pray our Father. Okay? Yes? Smana wala la? Okay, because usually when someone asks a question, if no one responds, we don't know if you've heard us. So that's how conversation works. The same way you guys are conversing over here. Good to go, right? Great. Yeah, great. Awesome. All right, please stand up to pray. I didn't say please start talking. That's not how we address God. That's not how we speak to God. And I'm going to wait until we're ready to speak to God. Efran, Emefiot, Nemepshiri. Shashvin so bemini evol en pahitir tina esma epekarane choisem pi eptir IRF mebei empekaran oh I jem nomti ep oro enni onefnoti enteni Isos pe Christos penoti pi alitinos pi etaf I et feben soti af eresoma afeggi sarek sevol chen piet nevmat aweb nem evol chen mareya tishelet aweb afonehem benehivim nem benohod hektir orashi enehit nem utelil ebtir maren oshtemov o entena hem no sentef mav mareyat cherompi o entena o shevol chen o esmi entelil jasharene mareya maven emme sherene mareya sotin adam peniot et maven bima emfot sherene Eftelilin eva sherene Maria eponofenige sherene Maria frashin avel piet mi shere ti paretenos entaip mi shere if no hemen no sherene marei ti atoleben. And dear Lord, hear us as we say through the intercessions of Saint Mary, Saint George, Saint Shnuda, Archangel Michael, and the whole choir of your saints. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from the evil one. In Christ Jesus our Lord. For thine is the kingdom, the power, the glory, forever and ever. Amen. In the name of the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit, one God. Amen. Do we have, I'm not sure if we have Ashaya just yet, but I do have candy. Marianne. Oh, she's with Abuna. Okay. Well, I got candy, so